The tale of two families. Once, during a season of heavy rain, a poor family, Michael, his wife, Grace, and their little daughter Lily, watched helplessly as their small cabin trembled in the storm. The roof began to leak, and their crops were washed away. With no food left and their daughter crying from hunger, Michael set out to seek help from a neighbor, Mark. But Mark's house was locked, and hope seemed lost. Desperate to feed Lily, Michael wandered into a nearby apple orchard. To his astonishment, one of the apples began to glow and spoke to him.
"You have a kind heart,"
it said.
"Take these golden apples, sell them, and you will find relief."
Michael gratefully accepted the magical apples, sold them, and returned home with food and supplies. Their lives began to improve. Encouraged by the miracle, Grace suggested starting a small clothing business. Michael returned to the orchard and humbly asked the magical apple for more help. The apple agreed, reminding him to remain honest and kind. Their new business thrived, but success bred ambition, and Grace's heart began to change. She pushed Michael to ask for more golden apples to open a grand store in the city. The magical apple warned them.
"Do not let greed guide you. Never hurt others for gain."
They ignored the warning. In the city, Grace began mistreating a poor worker, refusing to pay her fair wages. The magical apple, seeing their growing selfishness, withdrew its blessings. In an instant, the wealth vanished, and they were left with nothing. Once again poor, Michael and Grace regretted their choices, having learned that kindness and humility are worth more than gold. Meanwhile, in another corner of the same storm-ravaged town, lived Ryan and Rachel, a humble couple who had also lost their crops. With only a pot of stew left, they saw a wandering old man shivering in the rain. Moved by compassion, they shared their last meal with him. The next morning, the old man had vanished, but left behind a glowing ring containing a single tomato seed. Ryan and Rachel planted it with faith. By sunrise, a tomato plant full of ripe red fruit had grown overnight. They collected the seeds and planted them across their field. The following day, the field was covered with tomatoes. Rather than keep the miracle to themselves, Ryan and Rachel shared the tomatoes with the whole town. Soon, everyone was planting the magical seeds. The once struggling town blossomed into prosperity. Trucks arrived to buy the extraordinary tomatoes, and the town became known far and wide. Yet, through it all, Ryan and Rachel remained humble and generous. They never sought riches only to help others. Their one selfless act had brought not just blessings to themselves, but to their entire community. If you like the video, then please